I'm Mary Lynn Ralph, and I'm the founding director of the Effective Team Dynamics Initiative. Today, we're going to do a strengths debrief, and we will answer two of the most common questions that we get about the Clifton Strengths Assessment and why we use it. Since you have already taken the Clifton Strengths Assessment or the Clifton Strengths for Students Assessment, you have access to three reports. The first one was the thing that popped up on the screen right after you finished the assessment. It was a 2-sentence description. The second report is the Signature Themes Report. This report is 5 paragraphs, with each paragraph talking about each of your top 5 strengths or themes. Now for this report, if you are an arranger like me, your paragraph will look just like my paragraph. However, on the third report, the Strengths Insight Report, our paragraphs are going to look different. So the Strengths Insight Report, again, has 5 paragraphs that describe each one of your strengths, but it's your top strength given your other 4, your second strength given your other 4, and so on. So this is a more tailored to your top 5 strengths in this report. And you may find in reading this report that you see more words, phrases, or sentences that really capture you or that really speak to you or you think describes you. What I would like you to do now is to think about the experience of taking the Strengths Finder assessment. And also think, did those words get you? How does that theme look on you versus someone else? Pause the video here and think about these questions. You may reflect with yourself, or you might want to discuss it with others that are with you. Two of the most common questions that we get is, why do you use Clifton Strengths instead of some other type of tool? And also, I think I need to work on my weaknesses. Why not focus or fix those weaknesses? Why do you want to focus on strengths? 5 things to know about the Clifton Strengths is, first, it's grounded in more than 5 decades of research. Unlike something like what breed are you or what Disney princess are you that you can find anywhere on the internet, this assessment is based on lots of research. It measures the presence of what we call talent. These are 34 general talent areas, and it's not unusual to have some of the words not really describe who you are. The assessment is designed to help you develop your talents into strengths. And this is the one thing that we really focus on here. We want you to use your talents to become better and to become a better teammate. We also use it because it's a language to talk about your talents with others. When I say I'm an arranger to someone or I have positivity, when we can use this common language, it will allow us to understand each other better, understand our diversity, and use our talents to help each other. And it will also help us identify our unique contributions that we can make. It all started with Don Clifton, who asked this kind of weird question. What would happen if we studied what was right with people versus what's wrong with people? And my having positivity in my top 5, I love this question. It was a very weird question to ask 50 years ago because everyone was trying to fix what was wrong with everyone. Looking at what is right with people really helps us become excellent. The next activity helps us explore this idea. So for this activity, you are going to need a piece of paper and something to write with. If you don't already have that with you, please pause the video. So what I want you to do is, I have a timer here, and what we're going to do is we're going to have you write your first name, just your first name, as many times as you can on the piece of paper. Don't start yet. I'm going to say ready, set, go, and then you can go. So you're going to write your first name on your paper as many times as you can. Ready, set, go. Okay, stop. How many times were you able to write your name? Take a tally. I was able to write mine 10 times. How about you? How about the other people that you are with? Who won the contest there? Okay, I think you can do better on a second go. So let's try it again. So turn over your paper so that we know you're not adding to your list. And again, we're going to write your first name as many times as possible. And I'm going to tell you when it's time to start. Ready, set, oh, wait, change your pencil or your pen to your other hand. Go. Stop. Did that seem to go faster that time? Were you a little bit frustrated? If you were with other people, were you laughing? Were you crying? I was only able to write my name 6 times, but if I look at the list, I can only read about 3 of them. So take a moment, take a tally of the ones that you can actually read your writing. You might want a friend to look to make sure that they can read it. How many times were you able to write your first name? So we're going to spend the next 2 hours working on writing your name with your non-dominant hand so that you can overcome that weakness. Obviously, that I'm not being serious there. What we observe when we do this activity in person is that there's a lot of frustration. You have to concentrate to really write with your non-dominant hand. Unless you're, of course, the one person in the room who can write quite well with both hands. Most of us don't have that talent. So if we worked really, really hard on our weakness, we worked really, really hard writing with our non-dominant hand, we would get a little bit better, but it would still be difficult to read my writing. We would never be excellent at writing with our non-dominant hand. What we know from the 50 years of research is that we can work on our weaknesses if we're trying to avoid failure, but working on our weaknesses never leads to excellence. Working on your strengths, however, does lead to excellence. Gallup surveyed 2.1 million individuals. They looked at employees who received strengths-based development and those that did not. They saw a performance increase, an engagement increase, and a profit increase in those that received the strengths-based development. Not only this, there was a decrease in safety incidents and there was a decrease in attrition. So they didn't lose their really good people. Learning more about your strengths makes you more self-aware, but we can also use that to work better in teams. And in these teams, we all have instinctive ways of behaving. We know that people are different and they contribute in different ways, in very diverse ways, to the team. And we also know that if we can use these talents, our greatest talents, our top 5, and that other people in our teams can use their top 5, we can have great opportunities and great success with our teams. Gallup refers to this process that's called name it, claim it, aim it. Name it, you took the assessment and it named your top 5. Claim it, you read one or more of your reports and you noted which words, phrases, or sentences really captured you. And aiming it is the next thing we would like to do. We would like to aim it to get excellent results. The rest of the Effective Team Dynamics Initiative activities really focus on aiming your strengths for your own success and the success of your team. Thank you so much for watching. We look forward to you completing more ETD initiative activities.